All right, guys, there we go. Now, I just had a little bit of a problem here. I just recorded my review for the Lucky Hat, the Magic Hat Amber IPA that I, got in the variety playlist pack by Magic Hat. And I didn't have enough memory or storage on my phone to film the entire review. So I just went back and tried to watch it, and it only recorded 3 minutes because I forgot to delete some stuff like a dumbass. So this is going to just be a real quick review, just because I already drank half the beer here, talking about it in my original one that I just filmed review. Kind of sucks, but it happens. So we'll be talking about the Lucky Kat Amber IPA today, just real briefly, because I'm not too big a fan of this one. So let's take a look at the can here. Very cool looking can, designed like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Very cool colors too, like cotton candy kind of colors there. Very cool. The Lucky Kat, another selection from the vault. I tried this, a few years ago, I believe, when they released it a different time, separate time in one of these variety packs. And I remember liking it, but after trying it again today, I'm not too big of a fan of it anymore. So let's take a look at it. 58 IBUs, not super bitter. It's Amber IPA. Obviously, it's a nice amber color here, copper kind of color. Not typical for most IPAs, they're a little bit lighter in color than this. Let's take a look at the description on the back. Lucky Kat is an amber India Pale Ale with a strong hop nose and a smooth medium malt body. Its deliciously intense hop bite is balanced by a clean, malty backbone that purrs of caramel and toast. Beer kitty kitty. So that's kind of a little cheesy. I don't know about if I really agree with that kind of them using that. But either way, so Amber India Pale Ale. Like I said, all these Magic Hat cans, the bottled on date is on the bottom of the can here. It's on a little code. This one is about a month and a half old, guys. So yeah, obviously Magic Hat Brewing Company from Burlington, Vermont. We talked about everything there. Okay. So the color of it here, amber color, kind of copper color. Similar to like almost looks like a Samuel Adams or something like that. Maybe even like a Yingling, like a black and tan kind of color to it. There was a pretty large head when I poured it up, but I'm pouring it out of the can. So these heads always get crazy. Got my Magic Hat number 9 glass again, guys. Let's give it a smell. Malty, very malty. A little bit sweet. Not too hoppy. Really can't smell too many of the hops in this at all, guys. Not real big fan of that. IPA, I want to smell a lot of hops. I don't want there to be more malts, but that's what's going on with this one. Let's give it a taste. Very sweet for an IPA. Very malty. Definitely getting that caramel flavor, that caramel malt that they're talking about on the back of the can here. Not so much the toast. I think it's more muddled by that intense caramel kind of flavor that you get with this very, almost like a butterscotch type of flavor. The hops really aren't coming through. The only, time I can really taste the hops is when I swallow the beer and I get that bitter taste in my mouth. When the beer is just, sitting in my mouth, I really can't taste anything except for the malts, guys, which is a little bit disappointing for me. Like I said, I remembered liking this one more when I was, a few years ago when I had first tried it. But back then, my tastes were a little bit different, and I was super into, if something was a little bit weird, I would try it, and like it regardless, kind of thing. And it's not so much like that with me anymore. I kind of know what I like now, and that's intense, hop beers and IPAs. That's what I really like. This one does not have a lot of bitterness, to be expected, only 58 IBUs, but I'm not a fan of the sweetness with these malts going on. Not really a fan. As it's warming up, it's actually starting to taste worse and worse, really, for me. Like I said, I was, trying to film before, and I messed something up on my phone. Totally my fault. So I already drank half the beer. It's been out for about 15, 20 minutes. Not my favorite. I gotta say, I already tried the Blind Faith. previously, just because I'd never tried that beer in my life and I wanted to try it once before I reviewed it. The review for that will be coming up within the next couple days, guys. But this has got to be my least favorite in the playlist pack that I got, the variety pack. It's got to be my least favorite. The High PA is my favorite, and then I would say the Blind Faith, and then this one's got to be dead last because just not a real big fan of all these malts in here, guys. It's too smooth, on the mouth. It just covers your mouth with this kind of, that malty kind of aftertaste that you get here, mixed with these hops. I'm not really a fan of it. The hops that they're using in here almost taste to be a little bit fruity, which I don't think is a good combo with this amount of malt that they're using. I think the earthy hops would go way better with it. So that kind of fruity taste that I'm getting from the hops as well is balancing in with this caramel kind of flavor that I'm getting from the malts. And it's just too smooth, in your mouth, and just too much malt. Just not really combining for an overall good flavor for this beer. It's really not. I'm not going to give it a super, super low score and really hate on it, because I do love Magic Hat. I love what their company does, and doing these real weird, different beers, and, bringing them back, once every few years, whatever. So I'm going to give this one, when I first did this review, when I realized I had deleted it right before this, I gave it an 81. As I continue to drink it, I'm going to have to lower that score to about a 79, because I don't think it's B category. It's very high C, because high C, yeah. 79 right up there. I think people that are into these kind of IPAs, the real different ones, and I guess the amber ones. I've not seen many amber IPAs. Usually it's, they're just regular IPAs. I don't really see the amber variety released too much. Sometimes, though, I've seen other ones, but this is one of the few that I've seen in the last year or so. And, yeah, I got to go with a 79 out of 100. High C. Just not the best. Really not the best, in my opinion. Some people may like it. I would recommend that you pick the 15 pack up, the variety pack up, for the other two beers more than this one. But who knows? Maybe you might like this one better. It's it's all personal preference. But I'm just giving my opinion here and trying to explain it as best as I can. So yeah, just a real quick beer review for you guys there. I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to see me opening the can and really taking the first sip there. But I'm trying to relive 15 minutes ago when I just filmed the video and try to say the exact same things I was saying. So yeah, like I always say, guys, please leave some comments of other beers that you might want me to try or review. And please leave a comment about what movie I'm watching here. Oh, it's pretty funny that we're on this scene, actually. It's one of my favorite scenes. I didn't even look back at it. Very controversial movie, unfortunately, because of what happened with some of the actors and the director that actually made this film. Some unfortunate stuff that happened. Terrible stuff, really. And, I still do enjoy the movie despite it. That may be a little bit wrong of me. I know a lot of people boycott this movie, but for some reason, this has been one that I've always liked since I was younger and saw it on the internet, I believe. And I'm actually watching it on YouTube right now because the DVD for this goes for like $150 to $200, and there's no way I'm spending that much money on this when I could just watch it for free, even though it is in shitty quality. So, all right, thanks so much for checking out this review, guys, and I'll have the review for the Magic Hat Blind Faith IPA, the English style IPA, coming up soon within the next couple days. Thank you, guys.